So filters are one of the best ways to improve the user experience of our app. But how do we do this on mobile? Hi, my name is Guilherme and welcome to the Tech Maker channel. Today I'm going to teach you how to filter your Bing groups to let the users choose what are the type of data they want to see at the moment. So if you want to learn more about how to build apps with photos in code, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button. Now, let's go to the screen. So we have here our mobile app. Here we have our Bing group with the data that we're gonna filter. What we have here is a lot of data about users generated by a plugin called Random User Generator that I can show you later. And of course, I will let the link on the description below. So first here we have the title. We have the first and last name. We have age and nationality. So what do we have to do first is decide what type of inputs we're going to use to take the information to filter in our Bing group. So for title, we're going to use a dropdown. For first name and last name, we can use simple inputs. For age, instead of using a dropdown where we can choose a specific age or an input where we can type the age, what we can do is use a slider input where we can choose a range of ages. And here at the end of in nationality, we can choose a drop down. And what do we have to do now is let's go to our mobile editor. What I did here is I have this Bing group, okay, and the list of data is generate list of users result, because of course we want a list of users. And here we have the data source that is random user generator, generate list of users result. Okay, we want to display the results of this data. And here we have a group that I already added here. That is a row, okay, where we gonna add our inputs. So first, the drop down for our title. What I'm gonna do here, we're gonna search for text. Here in choices source, we have to choose from get data from external API. Then we need to choose to generate a list of users. And what we are doing here, we are generating a new list of users where we're gonna take only the title. So we already have our list of users. Then we have to take the results of this list. And now we need to group them. We're gonna group them by the title, okay? Because we only want the title. Then we need to choose here each idle's name title, okay? Now we need to change this grouping to text because that's what we want. We only want text of this group. And here, our caption, we already have the current option because it is already a text. So let me just show you how this is gonna work. Let's refresh our app. And here you can see that we already have the data we need to filter information. Now let's add our simple input. And it's going to be first name. Then copy and paste to use to last name. I'm just changes to title. Now we're gonna add our slider input to take the range of ages. So here we have our slider input. We can change this to 100. Step, of course, is 1 by 1 because we want to have more results to let the user choose. And here is slider type. We need to change to range. Okay. Of course, we can change this style a little bit. We just change the height. Okay. So here in our slider input, the problem is that we can't see what are the numbers that we are choosing. So what are we gonna do is we're gonna choose this slider inputs to age, and we're gonna add some text, and this text is going to be the slider input age value minimum. So now we can see the minimum value that we are choosing on our slider input. We're gonna copy and paste and change it to max. Okay. Now what are we gonna do is we're gonna group those two in a row container, and now group with the slider input in a column container. Again, the design is up to you. You can choose other ways to display the numbers of the slider or any other data that we have here. Okay, let me just see what I can do here with this. Let's send to the borrow again. This is probably don't need this mount up with it. Let's change to 40. Let's make these fixed, because they're only going to be in numbers. And okay, now it looks perfect. Not that much, but it's okay. Now let's see what we can do here. Okay, what we need now is generality. Okay, so let's use the same drop down, copy, paste, make it last. Now let's see what do we need to do here is change the group from title to nationality. And here I think it is like net. Let's see here, net. Yes. So now I need to change this from title to natch. And now is where we're gonna start to build the filters, okay? To actually use this information to filter our repeating group. So here in our repeating group, what we have to do is here in our data source, we're gonna add one expression here that's called filter it. And what are we gonna do here now? We're gonna add a constraint, and we're gonna take the data from our inputs to add the constraints. So now to name title, we want it to be exactly equal to our drop down title value. Okay. For the first name, now we can, instead of using it exactly like the input, we can choose the contains keywords. That's make it easier to our mobile app to find the data we want. So choose first name, value, add the new one to last name, same thing. Now for the age, we want the age. Let me just find the age here. Where are you? Okay, so the age to be greater or equal to our slider input age value minimum. Okay, and we are working with a range of ages. We want it to be less or equal to our slider input age value max. And for the nationality, we can use the similar one we use for title, that is net, exactly equals to or drop down net value. Now let's see if it works. Okay, I forgot one thing. If we're gonna choose to filter the data, we need to remind to choose this little thing here that ignore empty constraints, because if we have our input empty, we will want to be able to see all the data, all the list of users from our repeating group. Okay, so we click here. Okay, now we can see all the data. So if we click here and choose Madame, we only gonna see the Madames for these from this list. If we choose Madames that are called Denise, we are only gonna see the Madames called Denise. Or let's see the Madames with last name Thomas. Regoni. Okay, so you understood, right? So let's see if these slider inputs are working. Let's just see like almost. Okay, so now we only are able to see the users that are 69 to 100. If choose a little bit younger, the same. So let's see the nationality is working. Yep. So as you can see, it's very easy to add filters to your mobile app, and it's a very good way to let the users choose the data they want to see at the moment. Because if you have a list of products, services, users, if you have like a lot of items on a list, and the user have to go through all the items to find one or two or three items that they want, it's probably gonna take them off your app in a moment. But when they're able to choose data they need, the filters they need for that specific moment or for that their specific need, that's gonna help them to stay on your app as long as they need to find the real result they want. That's it, guys. Thanks for staying with me, and if you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you really liked, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell button. That's gonna help me to grow this channel and reach more people. If you need more help like templates, or if you want me to help you with your app, all my links are in the description below. So thanks for joining me, guys, and see you in the next video.